Okay. There's somebody else. I can turn the car off now. So, hold on. Girl, I don't know what kind of dream that was I had last night, but I was dreaming. And it was something on my TV that normally wouldn't be on there. And there was like a lady. I think I woke up. And I looked at the screen and I tried to look at the screen about what was going on because I could hear the things and something was playing out in my dream. And then I tried to wake up so I could see what that was because the storyline sounded familiar to me. Some type of oppression. I think the name, the Zozo or Zoe or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it felt like, okay, I'm here in next lifetime. So I don't know if it's a ancestor or if that's me in a past lifetime, or I think I woke up. I tried to go back and rewind and see what the girl's full name was, but I don't know. I couldn't comprehend everything that was going on, but it was something very detrimental. But I don't know what it was. I don't know how it started. I don't know. I just know I must have been watching TV and it came on. But I was like, yeah, that's what they doing. That's what they doing to me right now. Like it was just like a spell. It felt like it was a spell. And it was going to give me some information to like research or something like this, okay, in the dream and what was playing on TV. I could tell that when I was sleeping, it was something that was tying into what was going on the screen. My brain does that sometimes, okay, only when it's very detrimental, right? But I think I woke up and I wrote the name down on my phone and I took a screenshot or something so I could see if I could find this lady and read about her story. It could just be some inspirational. I don't know. I don't know, but it was an interactive dream. That's all I know. I'm kind of saying something like, okay, a change gonna come. All right. So I don't even know where we want to start today. I don't remember the last reading last night. I can't remember a lot of stuff today. You know, that's why I be thinking about like some kind of weird ass oppression of somebody outside of my situation, right? Um, you know, I feel like there's jealous entities and things like this on this earth. It's too many focus on this. Like these people is not about to defeat me. I can't have it. It just ain't in. It ain't on the radar. It ain't in the plans. Whatever this is. Like how dare you crowd around somebody and spit on them and throw rocks at them and stuff like this, and then they prevail and then you mad. Like what? So um this could be because I had a decent time yesterday with the person that I live with. It felt like the good old days for just a minute. But I can't be fooled. It's about whatever this is. It is about calling the shots and removing people. So somebody tried to like strip me or something like this, but who's doing that? I'm trying to figure out, even if these are lions, the mother passed away, unless these are other daughters and hidden daughters, and who said this is the one that God chose. So I'm not competing with none of them. This is the only one. So somebody's saying, like, what do you mean? If I'm making this claim or something like this, what? This is the thing. What, somebody supposed to be quiet and hope that these people going to do right? I've seen, if anything, I've sat here and seen for the past 7 years how people plan and how people touching on stuff that don't belong to them. And these are people that, what does this person even have to do with this? Something just has to be cleaned up. What do these people have to do with anything? Okay. And you strip, listen, thou shall not strip, but if you do, know that you gonna be stripped. Your head gonna be popped off. There's also somebody like, oh, don't be like this to my family or something. Your family is the one that been, whether you was involved, you knew it or not, in some of these cases, is the ones that was stealing from the person that you was made to be with. And we gonna go with the, and God said, leave your mother and father and cleave on to your wife. That means the traditions, the value, some of the values, whatever you was doing the fuck over here, there, you ain't doing it over here. This could also be, I be thinking people that came from another country and you want to bring your traditions over here. That's how Solomon got tripped up by Marquita in the Nag Hammadi. I mean, in the Keeper of Nagas. Is thinking that the actions that she was using on people in his area was cute until she started doing these same things. This could be espionage. This could be money laundering. This could be any of these things what she was doing. And Solomon thought it was entertaining and awesome and fascinating, right? Until she used it on him. So this is somebody that could have used that shit to get something from you right under your nose. You didn't even know it. This is like robbing a bank and nobody knows. You don't have to rob the bank no more. Some people are banks. They're just robbing them or getting a relationship with them and taking the money over their head. Or you in a regular everyday situation, damn near broke. And some other motherfucker, just because they in the entertainment industry status, they're spending all the money. So they're getting some type of fame, recognition, reward, some type of opportunities. They got the money and you just living, you just a little, like a booger or something. You just a look, they could take it out their nose and fling it across the room if they want. But the basis of how they're able to obtain these things is when you connected to a king or a queen of that land or a chieftain or something of that land. So something is real fucked up. Okay. It's like having a dog on a leash, like a little rich kid from other countries, no matter what the skin color, have been able to come over here and pick from the stock of Americans and add our finances and use our rights, okay, or use my rights. I'm just picking up this for this situation here. All right. And somebody thinking this, I keep hearing zeitgeist. Okay. So you gonna come over here, oppress me. Like, or come into my life and oppress me and claim some kind of, it's a sick, twisted, like, if these people really, if they famous or something, they really don't want this to get out because it's gonna really look humiliating or embarrassing to these people. I mean, but the media is gonna protect them by saying, oh, somebody was caught for this or that, espionage or this or that. Like I said, my dad made a mistake. A father or a fake father or whoever was trying to be the conservatorship over me or something, you made a big mistake dealing with these particular people. Now, maybe this person, when they started it, they were strong in starting this. It's like a 30-year thing. This person got weak. This person got sick. This person died. And now these people that this person was teaching this, these could be diaspora people. Could be the Nation of Islam is hiding some of this money of mine. This could be some shit that Malcolm X learned about, or no, before he died. But some of these civil rights members, they are now using that. Somebody could have been disturbed by this, taken over, or sent away, and then now they're back doing this, or their children have learned this and they're doing it. And again, God gave them all them other trees in the garden to play with. They not supposed to be playing with me. I'm just gonna say that. All right. But this is exactly what they did. The thing they wasn't supposed to do, that's the biggest tree. If we all hold on to that tree, if we all start chopping at that tree, you know, then what? Okay. Something about body shaming too. And this maybe not your physical physique or your apparatus that you're in, but shaming, like being in love with your body, how it works, the people that you connected to energetically. They come from all walks of life. They come from all denominations, things like this. Okay. It's like somebody's judging the way that your hair grows on your arms, or if your feet too big, or your hands too big, or your arms too hairy. But this is like, these are like people that soul, like, I wouldn't say soul ties, but some kind of ties or something like this, whether you invited them in or not. It's people that could be people that like to be, you know, connected to your energy because the way you make me feel. My lonely days are gone. You could help somebody out with something here. Now, if we just be honest, that means that we must have some beings on this earth that, again, like in the Bible, they fed or they ate differently. They fed off people or this organism that we call Earth or something differently. These could be also lab contaminate, like, you know, somebody cross-contaminating or cross-doing something here. All right. Also, taking advantage. Okay. We got the lovers here. All right, or lover energy. We also got, excuse me, we got some kind of Burns here. This make me think about Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Okay. But again, this could be something about how somebody got burns, or somebody has burns on them. Um, I don't know. Because remember what I was telling y'all about the skeleton key? And the girl was like snooping around trying to find out what was going on or whatever. But I was asking my person, I'm like, what was you doing? Like, where did you get this stuff on your skin from? Like, what are you doing? And I said, you're not going to go at the doctor about this? Nah, I don't think so, because, you know, it been a couple weeks now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, I don't want to be funny or nothing, but like, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. You know, and I don't know what to do. Shit. I don't know what to do. So, but we did read that scripture. So, like I told you, either somebody did something, injected this person from afar to make them sick, or sent an attack on somebody from the far, out of like anger or jealousy or malice, and somebody's not being honest. But I'm like, how did you get that shit on? He like, no, I never went up in the attic or whatever. And I went up in the attic and I opened up the thing, and some whole bunch of stuff fell down on me, and I think that that's what it is. So that's why I'm not going to go to the doctor. And I'm like, oh, when did you go up in there? Because I don't really recall it being open. And like, how did you get in there? I mean, I don't know if the kind of attic thing we have, I don't think it's not one of the ones from like, it's not one of the ones from like the movies where you know, they be like, oh, go in the attic, and then they pull that thing down them stairs. It's not no shit like this. It's like a little square. You just pop it up like this. Like, where the fuck is the ladder? How did you get in there? Like, I don't know. Okay. And so, you know, I'm just trying to mind my business, but shit, You know what I'm saying? I feel like I live with three people, and I don't know what the fuck none of these people be doing. Three adults at least. The child could be a magical child, so I don't know what they be doing in the spirit. But the three adults, it's like I be looking at these motherfuckers like I don't even know these people in my house. All right, so one time, like even one of the twins or whatever, the little brown twin, I'm just telling you, look, I told y'all that's how my mama said, but I'm telling you, 'cause I ain't trying to have y'all all in my business and shit like this, even though I know these people stalking and they know who these kids is already. But and I can't use first initials because all my children's names start with A. So um so you know, one day I said, oh hey, what's going on? Where you going? Because she always leaving, toting shit around, going places or whatever. And then she's like, oh, it's no concern or something. It's something that she said that it's like, what the fuck did you say to me? What? Like, what you mean? Like, I was just trying to make small talk. I wasn't trying to get in her business. You know, I'm guessing I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about on my channel anyways. So, you know what I'm saying? I try y'all know that on this channel I be talking about my children to a certain extent, like the cover, the hovering over where anybody that's watching or something or anything that's going on around is like how I told you. She just like she be going places with stuff, bags of stuff. I'm not telling you what's in the bags. I ain't telling you shit. Maybe somebody else in America is having the same thing. A teenager came back home or a young adult came back home and they always leaving with bags of shit. And they might be able to fill me in on, well, we heard that people having these rave parties or something. I don't know. I'm not going any further. I've never been a nosy mom. I'm not that mom that be like, so what's going on? Oh, nothing. So how you and your boyfriend doing? What y'all doing? Oh, what you mean y'all having a little argument? Well, you know, you do be like I don't get into shit like that with my children. That doesn't mean I don't deserve the respect to know what motherfuckers doing in my house, especially if we're talking about some of these children that could have been swapped out. Your real child is somewhere dead, and this is a replacement. However you want to call that. This could be a child of the enemy, a child of one of your sisters that end up looking like your kids because y'all been having the same baby daddy. They've been cloning y'all or do. It's any weird shit like this that could be going on. So all the children that's in my house could be the children of my the children of my enemies right now. My children could be trapped somewhere. My children could be dead or something like this. It's very fucking important. All right, this is why God already taught me to disassociate. People might look at me as cold, but no, I'm disassociated. I got this warning from God about 12 to 15, maybe 20 years ago, because I used to be so worried about my children. Where they at all the time, like this, where they at, what's going on, where you at, you going over there, what's the mama name? I'm gonna drop you off of there. Let me see the mama. I don't gotta go in. I just need to talk to her at the door. Bop, bop, bop. You know, because I have girls. Okay, how many people live in the house? The brother is there. Do he be there at the nighttime? And is gonna be there when you spend the night? Oh, she got brothers that's 20 something years old. Oh, they gonna be there at night? Will you spend the night? You know, I need to know these things. So um, so it kind of offended me a little bit. You know, and I really know because I really know even if I sat down and talked to this child, I'd be like, so everything all right? You ain't into no nothing, you ain't got into no shit, ain't nothing going on. Like, is there anything you want to talk to me about? Is everything okay? I mean, you've been working a lot. It was going, I mean, just a surface level something. But the way that the response that I feel like I get sometimes in my household is, it ain't none of your fucking business, bitch, without saying it. Or I'm not talking to you. I'm here doing something. And it's kind of like in a normal setting. Okay, that's fine. Because my person the other day, he was like, yeah, that one, she worked, she paid her thing. She the perfect kind of tenant or whatever. She come and go. She barely here. Bop, bop, bop. And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, that's nice and everything. But the other aspect of it is there's a grown ass person living in our house that seems like a stranger that we don't know what this person is doing, who's energetically tied to this child or something like this. Now the person actually act kind of cold, is kind of strange, is kind of uncomfortable for me. Yeah, you getting somebody that's helping pay the mortgage or something like this, a portion, but to me, we was doing it already, or your ass was doing it already. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's something here. So it kind of like the way it was kind of like to check me so I don't ask shit else again. It's little things that I've noticed about like that's ingenuine or inhuman. In like it's not, I don't know about especially this one. Like, oh, she comes, she cook her food or whatever like this. She's serious about her shit, her little meal preps and stuff like this. And I'm like, oh, what's that you cooking or whatever? And I be playing around my children. I've been like this all day life. Oh, what you got there or something like this. You know, um, I mean, I was just wondering if anybody was making anything extra or something like this or whatever like this. I'll get off the couch or go in the kitchen or whatever. And she's like, well, Mom, you need to get up and get a job, and you need to make your own stuff and stop making Dad do. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this my child or his child with another bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, in so-called black families or brown families or like I never really noticed no pettiness with food. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, you don't have to feed me. No, yeah, okay, I was just joking, but seriously, yeah, if you did have something extra, I'm about to go get something to eat. If you was cooking all this food, whatever, or if I like your cooking or something like this, and I'm your mother and you're staying in my house, you cannot make one more plate and say, here, I know you like to see what I'm cooking, so whenever I cook something, I'm gonna make you one on the side so you could taste it that day. You know what I'm saying? And then bop bop bop. You see, like it's little shit like that. Like how many fucking years have I cooked for y'all motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of hurt my feelings. It used to hurt my feelings at first, but it really don't because I just read motherfuckers now. You see what I'm saying? So the people say, "Oh, Mom, you're just so like this," and you just, and I don't let people get me with that fucking. I don't let people get me with that, like how they try to do Jackie Christie right now, trying to get her daughter to come on there like a dog, a barking dog, and come at her. And this made me think about this energy because I like Doug a little bit, and I like Jackie a little bit. She brings something to this motherfucker show that nobody else. You know what I'm saying? They all bring their little unique thing. You know what I'm saying? I know you know how Jackie is on the show. I don't know her personally, but on the show, because we had to separate the two. Um, but how she was on the show. But I know that they were saying that she was going through that whole thing with like Doug, but I'm not going to speak on anything because these are people that I feel are familiar with my spirit or something like this, and I don't know what the fuck nobody was doing in the background, but it's almost like I was getting the same thing if the daughter keep coming at her like that. you know it make me think about when I was about 4 years ago when this shit started. It happened, this hurricane, I'm about to say hurricane, when this little hurricane or whatever this is tried to come into my household, and I knew that my family was never going to be, I didn't know how to identify it, I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I knew my family was not going to be the same again after this particular type of attention or attack or exploitation or something like this. And not necessarily what we were doing anything wrong, but a force that came in to terrorize something. It also made me think about the Jurassic Park movie when the Mosasaurus or whatever came and broke up that relationship. Okay, we seen that ship or whatever, the guy trying to man down the ship in that reading yesterday. So when I seen that movie, I think it's the same day, yeah. And so when I seen that movie, I'm like, the way it swiped and bruised and ruined a relationship. Okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think that before all this, and it's not nothing that we did wrong, it could have been used as a model relationship. It almost giving me the point, like in the Bible when they said, oh, with Lot and them, I'm gonna destroy this city if I can't find one good thing or one good group or one good person or 10 good people or something like this. I think somebody found something that was good and like good enough. All right, not perfect, but good enough. And they wanted to bruise it because compared to this get along gang that run around here doing all this terrorizing ass shit to get their way and plucking families apart and plucking people off of families like feathers. That's just what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. So it made me think about that. I'm just giving it all, like I said, the rundown a little bit here. Okay. But y'all know what I'm saying. Just you get what I'm saying. Because most of the time, like even Hispanics, Indians, Arabics, like most people is not stingy. They not stingy with food. That's one thing of like so-called cultural people with brown skin. They share food. Okay. So it just don't seem normal. It don't seem normal to me. Um, It's not like how that my child was daddy's little girl growing up. None of my daughters was daddy little girl because I was their mama and their daddy basically, and he was the provider of the family. So I was the mama and the daddy, the disciplinary, the one that made them happy after the boy broke up with them. I was all of that for them. He was none of that for them. Point blank fucking period. I did the best. So I told you guys, being in a relationship, um like a single mother but in a relationship is the worst fucking thing, because the children learn how to play on the parents, or the children learn some type of pattern here. Okay. But the children, like I said, no matter what, they wouldn't dare try that shit with me. This is what keep on making me think, do these motherfuckers got another me somewhere around here that don't do tarot? You know what I'm saying? Because these people seem to be so much against my tarot. So do they have another me around here that don't do tarot? And these people are actually going spending time with that person, but maybe this person got them being hoes. Maybe this person got them selling their body. Maybe this person got them, getting in the strife, smoking, drinking, kicking it, or something like this, or just, you know, talk to them or something like this, and I'm just something, that's marked for death, while this bitch is inheriting all of my finances after I went through this fight for my motherfucking life by myself without even knowing which way, how, nothing like this, on this fucking channel. The best way I knew how to bring awareness to a situation. So it's just making me think that way. Because I noticed with me, it's strange because of the way that I was groomed, or the way that I kind of look at the world. Um, it's almost like this person came back to like after building a foundation where like I just came back here to help you, get your ass up and get like it's like, huh? But where the fuck is my money at though? But my money is over there. Like I don't know. This is like a bait and switch. I don't know, bait and switch, something like this. Anyways, we got attacks that just fell out. Okay. Like I said, this could be something otherworldly that a regular human, if somebody's having a human experience here, you're not supposed to have to deal with these type of entities. If this was plaguing a community or something, there are some higher powers or something that could come and remove something here. All right. And then we have this energy of a lover here. Okay. Somebody's lover could be blind. Okay. Somebody's lover could be blind, because I'm thinking about I'm hearing something like braids and brains. BBB. Brains. Okay. Brains, braids, blind. I once seen an image or a view of my masculine, and when I seen him, I said, if I had to go back to when I first met my man, if I had to figure out who the double D energy is, I seen a picture of this masculine sitting down in a seat. So it was something very silent and something very still about this version of this male. I think he had like tinted yellow glasses. And for a second, because I know that they were trying to use a whole bunch of these people with their faces looking like him to emulate this energy so I could give them attention or something like this. But these people are just random ass people using this person's image. But that right there, that one, I'm like, that could be the soul, or that is the one. Okay. Somebody could be trying to warn somebody. I also kept on here and take me as I am. All right. Or somebody that would need a caretaker. Somebody think that you wouldn't take them because of that. Somebody could be trying to show up in the world as if they can. It's like somebody lost their voice, but they trying to show up in the world or at the concert using like a voiceover, like they can still sing right then, and they can't because they lost their voice. So if somebody thinks that that's like a deal breaker or something like this, okay. Or somebody, I'm wondering, somebody, this is one thing that somebody's insecure about. Or maybe, like I said, if your person got taken, they could have gotten harmed in whatever this is, okay? Right. What else were we talking about? The burns. So, I don't like that. You know, I just don't like the thought of so many people is into so many things. You know, it's not, okay, I'm going to tell you how also it changes. Because not like, I know my daughter. I don't feel that way. It's not like, you know, when my children, this could even be admitting that these people could be dead. I don't know. But it's like they come back in one by one after like a trip from, hanging out with their boyfriend for a week or something, or they come by after living on their own in an apartment. There's a click in. Like, oh, it's a click in. Like, we don't have to say nothing to each other. It's just like, oh, so you bet, whatever, okay, yeah. Or you usually came clean your clothes or whatever. It was it's a liveliness in the, but now it's just, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's giving me like the Stricks from the originals. Like the Stricks are in town thinking they about to take over. It's like that, and they got to get the fuck out. I don't know what you're doing. I was here first. Get your ass on somewhere. There's no. It's like there's nothing there. It's nothing there. And that's why I was saying it's not like it's daddy's girl. Like I was always around my dad, me and my dad, me and my dad, me and my dad, or when I was young enough, when I was younger, before I start, being a teenager, being fast or whatever. Me and my dad outside fixing something. I'm pretending like I'm fixing something too. My dad about to go over here. I'm going with that. I'm going with that. I'm going with that. So that my children was never like that with their dad. The last couple years, couple years that when I stopped going to, I was still living in Kenosha. When I stopped going to his family's house, I don't know. It was something very like nothing happened. I wasn't mad at them. Nothing happened. I wasn't mad at them or anything. I just stopped going. I don't know. And then it was kind of like, oh, yeah, this is an easy way for me to get out of being a parent for one day, especially in the summertime. Oh, you're going to your mom's house? Okay, take the motherfucking kids. Y'all gonna be going for like 4 hours? Okay, take them with you. Okay. Just for me to get a little bit of peace and so this also is telling me that there was an alert there, because I remember we said yesterday that okay, somebody could have had this, they had that, they had that little thing they do on the side, that fun thing, some cupcake making class, whatever the fuck, somebody had a hobby or something. They got the person on their lap, they got the person on the feet, but somebody else was using somebody's like higher something to build. Okay. At that time, the thing that I could imagine was I was feeling more so like it's not like I didn't want to be a mom, but like I'm tired of this shit. I think that, this part of the life journey or something supposed to be different. If I'm going to continue this, something got to be different. And back then, it was like our house was only like 900 square feet, and it was like it was six of us in there with one fucking bathroom, and so that was added on to the stress. But of needing space or whatever. But I'm guessing when I was like not really when I was getting detached, I wasn't feeling. That's because a higher calling had kicked in for me. But I feel like they gave that in the Four of Pentacles. They gave that disc at the top to this man, whether he was gonna be with me or not, whether he was doing this for me or not, whether it was stealing from me, whether it was preparing something before me. Whatever this is, they did something, but it's just disrespectful the way that it was done. Because I don't think I had a choice, and I'm supposed to have a choice, right? So think about that. So the mothering part is like, what am I here for then? Okay, well, if there's a check or something that I'm waiting on, so I could go ahead and get off this stage, and I'm not leaving here empty the fuck handed, but so obviously something ain't fitting no more, something ain't right no more. It's time for me to get my marching papers to know what other place that I have choices to go to, like the military. It's giving me something like a program for like military, but not military. Like, okay, yeah, okay. I mean, somebody think they got a new girlfriend. Okay, let me see the bitch or whatever like this, so I could, because I do still care about the little one, and I still care about them a little bit, but my responsibility is the little one. So, I don't know, because I feel like with the guys, we got an exclusive here. We got the guys here, that I think. They just say, I don't want to be here anymore. And it's like they can twitch their nose like on Bewitched. And then they just put a clone there, and the person just walks off into the fucking sunset and goes to another life. But the female, because I look like a female or whatever, and these could be girls. This is where they're fucking up at. Because these could be girls that learn how to skim walk in male bodies and get what the fuck they want. So if you're blocking girls, you already let so many of them in already. And some of these other people, like, somebody could have been, like I said, altered as a child, or they could have been castrated. They could just be an androgynous person. They could be different. And you're stopping them, but they're more like a man. If you're saying this a man's world, this person is more like a man than these fucking bitches is. That's spending all the time, all the money and everything, stalking people to force them into relationships and shit like this. Like, who's the fuck is doing that? Like, once I see something like this, I can't even really take these people seriously. I'm telling you I'm about business. I want to be doing my business. I'm taking care of my business. I'm not worried about a relationship. I'm not worried about playing with no friends. I ain't worried about something. And you trying to hold somebody like me back? For bitches, that's all they doing. And the only difference between me is because you either blocked me from something, took something from me, or you already had a super advantage. Like, you've been in money, like having money in your fucking hand. Not in a trust fund, not nothing like you done had a 20-year head start, and you in competition with me? Oh, cause I'm not even over there with y'all. Why would celebrities be coming over here fucking with me in regular, everyday, middle class America, and you motherfuckers is over there? What the fuck is you doing? You, like, people already know you for your glamour or your beauty or whatever the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? What are you coming over here harassing me for? You ain't supposed to be the other way around. That people are stalking celebrities. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Because obviously this is like, if this is a group of my peers or something like this, obviously they went and took that leap of faith, or they went and they wanted to leave me behind and close the door on me a long time ago. So what you want to do with me now? It's almost like I'm supposed to be like the king of the South since like a long time ago, and somebody else been doing this. So what you want to do with me now? It seemed like you even calling me down there. I'm getting the card from my Akashic deck, with the 3 feet at the bottom. Okay, the fire, I think it's like fire, water. The crown is at the top, and then at the bottom, but somebody could have flipped that shit. Okay, and now the crown is at the bottom, and then you gonna get your ass whooped if you go north. Okay, that's just was a little side note, or me, or whoever that could be a warning for. So it made me have to rethink something here. Like, to even think that these are people that like are already in a certain lifestyle or live a certain way, that tried to do this to ruin me before I could even get a taste of what I'm supposed to been living my whole entire life. It's strange. It's strange because I don't think that they can look at me and say anything. People that see me get dressed really nice for a party or something, for somebody's work function I was invited to. People that see me do many things. I fit in everywhere I go. So, you know, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Morning something. And something is not lost. It's also I'm getting like some lackluster crimes or something, like somebody keep on like attacking somebody, a group of people or a single person, like burning this person. They know that this type of robot, you can't even burn it. You know, it's like somebody's murdering somebody, like that. I'm done with you. Choke somebody out. You know that that kind of robot is just going to be right back on his feet the next day. Why are you spending your time and wasting your time killing that person? You know this breed of alien, they don't die, they just multiply. You know that the people just gonna bring another person like this and put it on the earth. What did you do that for? So something is not lost. Like that's what I said. It's like I was seeing a everlast punching bag. So it's almost like these people are like abusers. Like they've come down like yeah, the tricks are in reverse. Blaming somebody is in reverse. All right, we got 340 pounds down. Somebody could be this big, or somebody could have lost 340 pounds. And somebody doesn't defend you. Okay. This could be also somebody like saying somebody is fat or something. But you have to know that people, there's like 1,000 bitches that use my social security number or something. I'm not lying. This is what I heard one time in a reading, and it's going to stick with me forever. Somebody gave out they just gave massively gave out somebody's information here. Yeah, we got the Harris or the heiress. Okay. So they gave out this private information to all these people. And now something is not rare. Okay. So it's not rare. Or these people that's not rare are in reverse. Somebody could be like getting rid of some other people here because they feel like they found a Harris, a heiress, whatever you want to call it. Somebody's last name could be Harris, okay, but they might be acting like they're the heiress, but they're not. They're just a Harris, okay. Somebody could be biting somebody's style, and we also have a czar, Czar. So somebody is a czar, okay. But that's funny because it's saying somebody is mourning somebody, but something is not lost. Somebody is not dead or something like. This could, oh my goodness. This could be a dog in reverse. So somebody is disloyal. And we got shoots and ladders. Somebody shoots somebody. They're not loyal to you. You don't know who this is, but other people seen this person shoot you or something, or one of your clones. You should not trust somebody. Yeah, somebody weeps for someone. We got exclusive. This could be a dog, so some other dog is not loyal, but or this is your dog. You saying this is exclusive person. There's two dogs out here. The exclusive one, and then we have the dog that's in reverse. You say this dog is exclusive. You love this dog, this pet, this person. All is not lost. This person mourns you. And I don't know if the burns, somebody hurt your favorite person or something, your favorite, because these could be people. They just label it. You know how witches do that. You know, they just label somebody an animal or a goat or something to have power over them. Like, in the with the white and black Moors and Maleficent, and the lady was turning them into goats or something like this. This could also be somebody turning somebody into like the greatest of all time and then trying to like drop them. Plus, somebody could be weeping for this person. It's very dangerous because, you know, you might got people around you and they like, if you only knew what I was doing for you. It make me think about Elijah Woods on the, do you know what I did to get back to you, Grace? And you was fucking my brother, Grace. It's giving me this energy here. So, like, you're blocked or I'm blocked and somebody is ramping and raging like this shit supposed to been came together. But it's like this, there's a clear walk. Like I'm sitting right here right now. There's a portal. This motherfucker is sitting on the other side of this thing. I can't see the person. I just see the building back here. But this person's on the other side of the portal looking at me right now. This could be somebody, this could also make mention of somebody watching you on a camera or from up above or something like this. And you can, and the person just like, look, what you do? You're not gonna come over here. You're sitting right there. I came all the way to you. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm right here. And and I'm sitting here still doing this video. Cause I can't see this person. You see? It's something like somebody is doing something like that. Stun someone. Somebody could be stunning about the number one stunner. Last, ready to SAR. Bites again. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's biting somebody. Like somebody's bored. Dump somebody. It's not revealed. Somebody didn't dump somebody. This is what's not being revealed. Like I told you, you could have a space boyfriend, something like this. These people is lying. You left this person because of this. It's like somebody is the leader of the girl. This like Dr. Spock being brainwashed, bitch. This like Dr. Spock being brainwashed. Like this is how deep this is. Okay. I know, y'all. This my little braid that I did. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. This is like Dr. Spock being brainwashed. I think he was like the one that was the leader of the, like the captain or whatever. Hold on.